a common currency, because this is what was the major development in recent 2 decades, or rather a recent decade in Europe. And this is not, the loss of zloty is not equal to the loss of sovereignty. Sovereignty is not in the 21st century consisting in own currency. If we assume, as you would like to assume, that without zloty we are losing currency, the logical consequence is that French have lost their sovereignty. They don't feel deprived of sovereignty. The Dutch have lost their sovereignty. Nobody is feeling less Dutch, less French, less, for example, Italian without their own currency. The sovereignty is delegated partly to this common level, to the advantage, and everybody feels that this is a win-win situation, and nobody would like to get out of the Europe arranged this way.
Let me comment very shortly on Mission Impossible. Yeah, I think this is the way it should not be. Before the elections, European elections, it's the EPP representative that says Mission Impossible. It's you, the voters, who decide about what kind of European Parliament between 2009 and 2014 we will have. Whether this will be conservative parliament or whether this will be progressive green parliament. And it's your vote which matters. It's not Mr. Lewandowski to decide. And it is possible. Change is possible. Remember Barack Obama. Thank you.
Okay, do you have any other questions? Who was first?
I have a question to what Mr. Schwed has said about the homosexuals doing no harm to the society, and the subject is getting less and less controversial with time, but there is one topic that's still urgent in my opinion, and that is the children being adopted by homosexuals, and I want to know your opinions. Thank you.
Mr. Lewandowski knows what is my opinion already. Well, my opinion, my personal opinion is that as a child I would prefer to be grown by 2 women or 2 men if they are good parents, because they grow me, rather than being a child of a man and a woman who are alcoholic or who are beating me and so on and so forth. So it's not a matter of adopting children in a way which is completely illegal, but the other way around. Because look now 2 women in Poland can grow a child to lesbian without any legislation in place. What we want legislation that would really put this kind of happenings in a legal framework. And we can't say it's not happening. It is happening, because you can read a lot of stories of women growing their children, 2 lesbian women growing children. And so that's why we need this kind of framework legislation for gay, for lesbian and other homosexuals. And well, I know that it's a very controversial issue, but let me say it this way. 3 or 4 years ago, homosexuality was nearly not present in the public sphere in a way of debating about it. Now, almost all the political parties, and we were the first ones to really pick up the issue, almost all, even the civic platform, they don't contest anymore the right of homosexuals to be in our society on an equal basis. And now we're discussing other issues, more detailed issues, And it's not that we promoting this or that solution. It's about discussing what kind of solutions we can have, and it's us to decide what kind of solutions we will have in Poland. Because remember, being a part of the European Union, we can move freely. And let's say two people from whatever country, from Sweden, from Germany, from Denmark, from the Netherlands, coming to Poland with their children, homosexuals. What kind of treatment they will have, legal treatment. So it's legal question. It's not about promoting homosexuality. It's nothing about it. It's about coordinating legislation between different countries. So I hope that also in Poland, despite the position of the Catholic Church, which is very, very negative about homosexuality, despite this fact, I hope that we will have an open and tolerant discussion about it. Thank you.
Yes, we are all in favor of tolerant and open discussion, therefore this is in the place in this building. The alternative as presented was not quite fair. That is on one side, two women or two men, on the other side, the pair of parents, alcoholic, and additionally beating children. We can imagine that also two women or two men could have some taste for alcohol or beating children, so this is not the real alternative. The real issue in Europe is to what extent we are to export our culture to the community level and to invade the sovereign states participating in the Union. I shall defend the principles that we need integration, we need common advantages, but we don't need uniformization of culture, because I am, in my deep memory, is a different type of uniformization that was the communist type of uniformization. Therefore, the principle we are to defend is to limit the European Union to all the spheres that they are bringing value added to the citizens, but leave the legislation, culture, religion to the national state. Allow for pluralism and diversity.